Watch Once Over. My name is Big E. Today we're going to be doing a collection highlight, and this is my MTGB2000, and I'll put the full model number up here up top. And this is just like any other MTG, but it's in a special colorway, and it is a limited edition. Now, I got this watch at azfinetime.com, and to get these watches, you almost have to pre-order them. They are sold out, but I was able to get one. The last time I tried to get a limited edition one, they were sold out before I can get them, and I'll put that one up here. That was the blue iridescent model. I wanted to get that one, but it was sold out. So since I live in Arizona, I was able to snag this Antelope Canyon that it's named after. In other parts of the world, it's named Rainbow Mountain after the Rainbow Mountains of Peru. Either or, they both interchanged. They're both correct, depending on your part of the world. Now, this watch is just lovely. The bezel, everybody asks me about the bezel. The bezel isn't made out of wood or anything, no petrified wood. It's made out of carbon fiber and like a fiberglass resin. It is G-Shock tough. This watch still has all the chemical resistance, the shock protection, and the anti-magnetic qualities of any other G-Shock, along with the 200 meters of water resistance, so you don't have to worry about that. If you do obtain one of these limited edition watches, it's a G-Shock first, then it's beauty second. This one is equipped with heavily anti-reflected sapphire crystal, which is slightly domed. You get the Afterglow Light. I'll show you that, and it grows really bright. And I'll give you a nighttime shot. And this is also equipped with Neobright, which is dual colored, blue and green. The outer indices are capped off by green lume, and then the hands are blue. And I'll show you that real quick. So you do get a bicolor lume with this one. And this Neobright on these MTGs are pretty good. So you don't have to worry about that fading at night, especially the hands. The hands are really long lasting and bright at night. Now, getting back to the rest of the watch, you get this rainbow ring around the edge of the crystal. Now, keep in mind, if you look at the G-Shock website, all the polish elements on here, up underneath the bezel and the inner ring where it's polished, the sides of this bracelet right here, the strap where it's polished, all that is Salis polished, aka Zeratu polished. So all the shiny bits on here are polished on the Salis machine. So that is really, really nice. And from what I understand, these high-end G-Shocks, they do manufacture them in another plant. Now, some of the things I like about this watch is you get a full display time zones of 2 time zones. Okay, the regular hands is sporting the normal time zone, and then you have your secondary time zone over here between 7 and 8 o'clock, between 7 and 9 actually. That orange ring, that's your second time zone. And G-Shock did a clever little thing with the hands. You push this button right here, and it moves the hands out the way to the nearest empty spot. Will be here or up top here, and then it'll go back after a little while. And that's so you can read your secondary time zone, and also your, let me zoom in a little bit, your AM PM indicator right there is also connected to that. And then up top you have a 24-hour clock. Both of these sub dials have concentric pattern in them, and so does the right sub dial, which tells you the day of the week, and also that tells you your other functions of the watch. And I'll go through some functions. You'll go with your your countdown timer, stopwatch timer. You got a countdown timer. You have your alarm, which is also set up over here on the orange hand. You can see what time my alarm is set for, 5:45. And then you can go back to the day of the week. So this watch has everything you need, nothing you don't. It still has the water resistance. It still is a carbon core guard monocoque chassis watch. See if you can see that. Tough solar movement. You don't have any batteries or anything you have to charge. It charges up. You also have multi-band 6, so it does. It is atomic, and then you also have Bluetooth connectivity to connect to your phone and to also work all the functions off of your phone, which is, in my opinion, a lot easier. You can also adjust everything manually. You do have a screw down crown. In this case, it's like a violet color, which is beautiful. Really heavily narrowed crown. Let's see if I can zoom in on that crown good. Maybe from the back. The crown is narrowed at an angle. That's beautiful. And then you get the buttons that are 2 gold buttons that are placed opposing each other. Then you got the blue ones opposing each other. Then you have the case buttons that hold it down, 2 blue and 2 gold. And this watch is just a real nice play in colors. And I'm so glad I was able to pick this up from azfindtime.com. Now the band is a blue resin. And it is a translucent band. Let me see if I can get this light to shine through there. You see that? The band is a translucent band. And I think that's pretty cool. And this watch is just a real head turner. You have those blue indices. And they have striations in their indices to catch the light. Then you have a yellow marking, second markings on the re-halt. Orange hands for all the hands are orange. A date wheel down there at 4:30, perpetual calendar. And then you have these small markings along the re-halt for radio reception and things like that. Now, if you want to check the battery level on here, you can open up the app in your phone, and in the left-hand corner of your phone, it'll tell you the battery level of this watch. Automatic hand calibration. It does check the watch's hand calibration every day to make sure everything, if anything gets knocked off, it'll automatically correct itself. It hits perfectly on all the indices. That's one thing I do like about this watch. A lot of quartz watches don't do that. And then you have a power reserve, if this is charged up fully, when it goes into sleep mode, of about 2 years. So there is no basic things wrong with this watch unless you cannot deal with the size. And let's check that out real quick and I'll try it on. Right now I'm getting about 46 across, about 14 millimeters thick. And then the lug to lug, I'll go from these buttons. The lug to lug is going to be about a 40, it's going to be about a 47. And on my wrist, which is 7.25 to 7.5 inch wrist, depending on what month it is, I'll show you what it looks like. And you have all this ion plated hardware, and that's what it looks like on my wrist, 7.25 inches. I really like this watch. It's the MTGB2000 Antelope Canyon limited edition, and that's my collection highlight for this watch. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless, and have a great Christmas.